The best way to prevent student misbehavior is to have strategies in place to keep it from happening in the first place. Two ways that we can implement this is by allowing students to actively participate in the creation of classroom rules. Students feel empowered when they have an input into classroom regulations and consequences. They are even more inclined to feel that a given punishment is fair when they have initially had input into what the consequences are. In addition to a collaborative effort in creating classroom rules, we can manage our class time in such a way that lends itself to students staying on task. Creating appropriate time for tasks and feedback through small lessons or activities can give a student a chance to plug in for an appropriate amount of time before switching an activity. This can also give students a clear expectation as to what is to be completed at the end of each day. These strategies could all help to keep misbehavior from starting. No matter how hard we try to keep misbehavior from happening, it's a part of teaching that at some point we will encounter a student conflict. Knowing how to handle these situations in our classroom are important, but sometimes these behaviors can require more resources that we can provide as a classroom teacher. Reaching out to the school guidance department can benefit students and help alleviate behavior problems because they may be able to provide counseling services, crisis response, or small group discussions that can benefit the student. Additionally, reaching out to social workers in our schools can help to bridge the gap between school and home and provide some useful insight as to why this behavior is occurring. It provides a team approach to help it stop. Misbehavior can stem from a variety of emotion, physical, and economic problems that can be better addressed with guidance counselors, social workers, family members, and teachers as a collaborative team. When a behavior intervention is needed for a student, we can utilize several strategies to help modify a student's behavior. Some of these are to collect data on a student behavior so that we can actively monitor the frequency and severity of the behavior in the classroom. Knowing where the student is can help us reach a realistic goal in helping that student achieve improvement toward a more desired behavior in the classroom. Once we have data collected, we can create an expectation for behavior change and give the students and teachers tools and strategies to prevent the misbehavior and the escalation associated with it from happening. We can then monitor how these interventions and tools are working by collecting more data. We as educators always want to help our students become their best possible selves. Oftentimes, parent involvement can open our eyes to the individual needs of our students as they often know them best. Parent insight can help us to better reach a student that has difficult behavior patterns. The support at home can also help so that students know that all the people in their lives are working together to help them achieve success. It is not the family's job to fix the misbehavior, but if both sides are sending a collective, positive message, students are more likely to experience success. We must also keep in mind that as improvements are made, that these are milestones can go a long way in being shared with both the student and the family, as well as who is striving to make positive change. Addressing misbehavior is something all teachers will need to do in their career. By utilizing preventative strategies, creating clear consequences, and seeking support both in our buildings and at home, misbehavior can be addressed. Our ultimate goal is to always create a safe, effective learning environment for all of our students. Addressing misbehavior can help us to achieve that within our classrooms.